Naniniwala ka ba sa time traveler? Ito, nag-request lang, may nag-request lang nito sa isa sa mga nag-comment sa atin, mga kapatid, no. Time traveler daw na si Noah, no. Ni-reveal niya ang future ng Pilipinas sa taong 2030. Alamin natin kung ano ang future ng Pilipinas sa taong 2030. Malamang marami sa inyo ang nakapanood na to, pero ako kasi hindi pa. Kaya papanoorin natin to ngayon, mga kapatid. Pero bago yan, kung di ka pa nakakapag-subscribe sa channel na to, wag mo nga kalimutan na mag-subscribe. Click mo na rin ang notification bell para ma-update ka kapag may bago tayong upload. At syempre, ang video to ay hatid sa atin ng The Stuffs. Yan, mga kapatid, no? So wag na natin patagalin to. Total, wala na rin naman tayong hinihintay na. Panoorin na natin to, mga tol.
Hello, I am Noah the Time Traveler. I am a time traveler from the year 2030. I came back to this time from the future after a failed mission. I am here to tell the truth about everything. About how time travel is real and how the government is lying to you. I have so much proof to talk about. And I will be showing you guys as much as possible and showing you guys my predictions. Slowly by slowly, you guys will realize that these predictions are true. When I talked about India, a lot of people asked me about the Philippines. Luckily, I have been into the Philippines, but in the past, when I was time traveling for a mission, I have never been to the Philippines in the future, but I've talked with many people who have. And I can tell you exactly what happens to the Philippines in the future. This is going to be shocking. Make sure to listen to the whole thing, because I will be giving a bunch of actual predictions that will really come true. These are not predictions, they are prophecy. They will happen. First, Philippines is going to converge with other countries that are part of ASEAN. ASEAN is the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. It is going to be a big thing. I cannot say the name of this future country, but the Philippines will basically be like a state within this country, and it's going to be a huge thing. You guys are going to see this all unfold in the next couple of years, so stay tuned for that.
Hindi ko alam kung anong taon to, no, pero sabi makikita daw ang pag-improve ng Philippines in just a couple of years. Syempre magsisimula yon, hindi naman pwedeng 2030 biglang boom. Sa isang iglap mag-boom na agad ang Philippines, no. In the process yan. Pero sabi niya napunta siya sa taong 2030 at nakita niya ang Pilipinas. Hindi daw to predictions. Nung una sinasabi niya predictions, pero palagay ko nagkakamali siya ng word, no. Kasi pag prediction parang pinipredict, hinuhulaan lang, pero ito ay propesiya daw, no? Propesiya na mangyayari sa Pilipinas. At ito ay nakita niya daw dahil siya ay isang time traveler. Totoo kaya o hindi, mga kapatid? Di natin alam. O kung napanood nyo na yung ibang video nito, comment nga kayo sa baba, mga tol.
Philippines will converge with many countries. Brunei, Indonesia, Laos, Cambodia, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, and finally Thailand and Vietnam.
Ooh.
This will become one giant country, and there are plans for the whole world to become multiple countries that are merged together, and they will become like some type of districts, but they will be very powerful, and this is the plans for the future. This is what happens. Countries start merging together into one giant district. In the future, Philippines makes one of the biggest decisions ever and finally get rid of all the corruption and all the crime. Philippines becomes a giant utopia.
Wow! Mawawala na daw ang korupsyon at ang mga crime, no? Sabi niya gano'n, at ang Philippines ay magiging isang malaking utopia at magkakaroon ng merging ng mga country, no? Yung mga nabanggit niyang country kanina.
It is the most unbelievable transformation ever. Country becomes into a huge utopia, and it's crime-free. You might be wondering, what is this decision that Philippines did to fix the problem? Well, Japan was working on some type of AI police task force. Philippines was able to be the first one to implement it, and their crime basically dropped overnight.
Ooh.
It was one of the biggest and craziest things ever. It was all over the news, and it was huge. What else can I say about it? Philippines actually has really low privacy for a citizen. People resented it at first due to all the cameras everywhere, but like smartphones, people gradually got into it and like accepted it, and it became really good for the country. Philippines is an amazing country in the future, and the GDP and everything really go up overnight.
Wow.
And in 2030, Philippines just started a decision to actually implement brain chips into as much as people as possible.
Wow. Mag-i-implement kanina, sinabi niya mag-i-implement ng Pilipinas. So ipapa-implement ng Pilipinas yung AI, no? At gagamitin niya sa mga pulis, no? At bababa ang krimen overnight. Tapos yung GDP natin, mga kapatid, kung napanood niyo yung last video natin na pinakamayaman na bansa, no? 10 pinakamayaman na bansa, syempre pang 33 tayo, mga kapatid, pagdating sa GDP. Dito, uunlad daw talaga yung GDP natin, mga kapatid. At talagang yung magkakaroon pa nga daw ng brain chip, sabi nitong ni Noah, no? Totoo kaya, mga kapatid? Sa tingin nyo, darating kaya ang panahon, nagagamit tayo ng brain chips? Papayag kaya ang mga Pilipino magpakabit ng brain chip sa sa brain nila? Di ba?
Actually implement brain chips into as much as people as possible. You can obviously say no to this, and they won't give it to you at all, but they're trying to give it to as much people as humanly possible. It helps so much. One big reason is if you were ever rushed to the hospital, they can easily find all the information on you, and has saved so many lives, like in the millions. This is what I could say about the Philippines. Honestly, I could talk a lot more on it, but I don't have enough time. Next countries I will be talking about are Russia and Mexico. I will be talking in depth about the future of these countries and tell you exactly what happens. Trust me, it's very shocking. As well, my documentary is going to be starting to be uploaded on Apex TV soon, where I will show as much as proof as possible that I am a time traveler, from a lie detector to a map of the future to a video from the future to as well library pages that detail exact dates of future events. It's going to be amazing. You guys need to stay tuned for this. It will be one of the biggest things ever to surface the internet. These are 100% correct, and you guys will see this. I'm running out on a list of countries to talk about. I know a lot of countries to talk about for hours, but I can't decide. So you guys have to tell me which countries you guys want me to talk about the future of next. Each country has their own individual advancements that are incredibly shocking in 2030. So I can talk about any country and make it very, very informative. If you have any questions about time travel or anything from the future, just ask them in the comments below, and soon I will talk about them. I will try to get as much popular questions as possible so I can get you guys as much as information. You guys need to know this. I do not want to keep anything from you guys. I'll see you guys next time when I shatter the illusion and tell you guys more about the future, and finally reveal every single prediction I can possibly can. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So ano masasabi ninyo, mga kapatid? Alam ko sa inyo marami na napanood tong video na to, no? Pero ako kasi first time ko lang siya napanood, mga kapatid. Ngayon lang. At habang pinapanood nga natin, kung napapansin nyo, may mga lumalabas dun sa itaas, yung mga suggestion video. Yung nagpa-lie detector siya, may pinakita siyang videos from the future, no? So, papanoorin ko na lang to, pero kayo, kung napanood nyo na, comment nga kayo sa baba kung napatunayan bang si Noah ay nagsasabi ng totoo o kasinungalingan, no? Comment nyo sa baba, babasahin natin yan at i-share ninyo kung ano ang natuklasan ninyo. Pero kung iisipin mo, diba, napakagandang ma-imagine na ang ating bansang Pilipinas ay talagang umunlad. Yung GDP niya talagang tumaas, magiging powerful country, mga kapatid. Siyempre, sino ba namang may ayaw na ang bansang Pilipinas ay umunlad? Siyempre, yung mga buhay natin ay uunlad na rin, di ba? So comment kayo sa baba, mga kapatid, at babasahin natin yan sa susunod nating video. Pero bago tayo magtapos, syempre, konting shoutout lang tayo, mga kapatid, no? At syempre, babasahin natin ang inyong mga naging komento. Shoutout kay alexsanchez.com. Welcome to Japan. Napakagandang country and safe. Yan. Pangarap kong makapunta dyan sa Japan. Inday Ritz OFW. Shoutout po, Lods. Watching from Bahrain. Ang ganda ng mga video mo. Madami na ako alam kahit papano. God bless. Shoutout po kay Inday Ritz OFW. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Shoutout din kay Maria Robiano. Been in Paris, France last June 2022. It is not as beautiful as it looks in videos and pictures. Oh, thank you for sharing po. Shoutout din kay Loyla Fanda. Akala ko ba mahirap na bansa ang India? Wow, mali pala. Hay nako. Inshallah, makabangon na tayo ngayon, hindi man ganun kadali. For sure, aangat na tayo basta bantayan lang na mabuti ang mga ganid na gobyerno. Actually mga kapatid, no, doon sa pinanood nating video, mayaman ang India sa GDP. Pero dahil sa sobrang dami ng populasyon nila, marami din ang mahirap. No, kasi sobrang dami talaga ng populasyon niya, marami din ang mahirap. Though mataas ang GDP nila dahil maraming tao di ba? Maraming silang mga kung ano man yung produkto na kanilang ine-export, yung mga ganyan produktong nililikha, pero dahil nga sa sobrang dami ng tao doon, marami din yung mahirap. Alright? Elizabeth Ariola. Ayan. Dati pangalawa na tayo noong panahon ng dati Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos at ngayon Marcos na uli. Malinis lang ang smuggler at corrupt check. Makakaahon uli tayo, Brad. God bless our president and our country. Sabi ni Elizabeth Ariola. Sabi naman ni, may sumagot sa kanya, Antonia Luna, pangalawa saan sa buong mundo mas mayaman pa Singapore, Korea at Japan noon sa Pilipinas tapos pangalawa tayo. Ate, magbasa tayo ng fact check. Yan ang sabi ni Antonia Luna. Aba, nagsasagutan sila. Shout out naman kaya Abraham Lim. Ang tunay na mayaman ay hindi naghihirap. Maraming naghihirap na mga Pilipino sa Pilipinas kaya wag nyong ipagsapilitan. Kaya ayusin na lang nga ang mga nasa gobyerno. Sabi ni Abraham Lim. Sabi naman ni Dondon Q, pa-shoutout Shobal, mabuhay ang Pilipino. Yan. Shoutout din kay Marlene Barcelon. Wow, watching now kahit na ulan. Rpblkn, Idol Shobal D. God bless. Lord, yan. Maraming salamat ha. Alright mga kapatid, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Ulitin ko, sana kung napanood nyo na itong pinanood natin kanina, yung tungkol kay Noah at meron kayong ibang info, pagpasensya nun niya, hindi ako makakapagbigay ng napakaraming info dun dahil first time ko lang siya mapanood. Pero kung meron na kayong alam na iba pa, ay comment ninyo sa baba at babasahin natin yan sa susunod. Totoo ba na talaga siya ay nag-time travel? Kasi ako mga kapatid, personally, syempre, hindi ako naniniwala basta-basta sa mga time travel na yan. Pero kung meron sapat na katibayan at talagang totoo, comment ninyo sa baba mga kapatid at babasahin natin yan sa susunod. Alright? Hanggang sa muli mga kapatid, ako nga po pala si Shobal D. Peace out!